Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of biology. Okay, and today we'll conclude our study on transport systems. Okay, so we're looking specifically at the transportation in what? In plant, transport in plants. Okay, so do not forget that these tutorials, this video series, these episodes, they are brought to you by the O3 Schools JAMB app for free. Okay, we heard that some unscrupulous elements are collecting 10,000 naira to send videos to students to access. Please, these videos are completely free. All right, so please ensure you download the O3 School JAMB app and activate for better performance in your exam. Let us see a JAMB past question from the O3 School JAMB app before we begin. Okay, this is a biology 2014 question number 16. It says, in vascular plants, the sieve tubes and companion cells are present in the A says the cortex, B says the xylem, C says the phloem, D says the cambium. Okay, so we'll come to this question and many more at the end of the class and not before, because at O3 Schools we believe in giving you value first. Let us teach you first, and after you have learned, answering question will be the list of your problem. All right, so please ensure you have the application on your phone. It has all the past questions that you need for all subjects under the practice for UTME. Practice for UTME. Some of you do not know that it's UTME that you are writing. Okay, so JAMB conducts UTME for you. UTME is Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. It's the exam that you write. Okay, JAMB is the body that conducts it. Okay. Also, there's a classroom picture with JAMB syllabus and lecture notes structured according to that JAMB syllabus. So you will not need to be carrying textbooks. That means you can read at your convenience anywhere you are. You have your mobile workbooks with you inside the application. All right. What's more, the question search feature. Just like we searched for this question we just saw just now, went to the question search, click on biology, and then we search transportation in plants, and all the questions that JAMB has set under transportation in plants came out for us, so we'll be able to answer them to build our confidence on the topic we have learned. All right. Then likewise, there's a mock challenge, a UTME challenge on the app every Saturday. Okay. So all students who are writing JAMB for a particular year come to the application every Saturday by 10 a.m. to compete with each other and to win amazing prizes. But the major reason for conducting the challenge is not because of the prizes, but it's just for you to get used to JAMB past question, get used to JAMB likely exam question, familiarize yourself with how JAMB set their question, and build your confidence, because you'll be seeing your result release every weekend, just like normal JAMB. And so you'll not be scared when they say, JAMB don't release the result. Okay, so please download the application, activate it. The activation fee is not up to the price of 6-liter bowl of ice cream. Okay, so please prioritize your future. Download, activate the app, study vigorously, and you'll see success smiling at you. So let us go to transportation in plants. Okay, so I'm talking about transport, okay, in mammals, okay. I'm talking about transport in what? In living organisms, all right. And of course, plant is also a living organism, but of course, we've not specifically talking about the plants at all, okay. So today we're going to focus mainly on plants, all right. So plants, do they need transport? That is the question. Do plants need what transport? That is the first question that should come to your mind. And yes, rightly so. Just like how in our body as human beings, okay, a lot of oxygen is needed, okay, for daily survival of our cells, okay, for proper functioning of our cells. Nutrients are needed, okay, so that we can have energy that has to be transported to different parts of our body, okay, as well as even carbon dioxide moves, okay, from one part of our body to the other, all right. And so even nitrogenous waste are taken away from the body in a normal human body. So also in plants, transport takes what place, okay. Transport takes place in plant, okay. For photosynthesis to occur in plant, water which is absorbed by the roots of the plant, has to be transported to the upper part of the plant, okay, as well as even food, okay, from the area parts that is made, has to be transported to other parts of the body, okay. In plants, there are amino acids, okay, there are proteins, okay, they have to be transported to different parts of the body. And so also transport in plant is very, very necessary. It is very, very, very important. Okay, so plants also need transport for survival. They need the transport of nutrients for what? For survival. Okay, so that is that for that. Okay, so transportation is needed in plants. That is what we have the basis of everything. Transportation is very important in plants. Transport in plant is a process by which nutrients and water needed for the survival of the plant, okay, are taken to different parts of the plant, okay. So that is what transport in plant, the process by which nutrients, by which water is taken to different parts of the plant for survival of the plant. That is what transport in plants. And plants, they are able to do this because there's a presence of something we call vascular bundles. Vascular bundles in the plant, okay. And there are two types of vascular bundles that are present in the plant that enables it to be able to transport this water and nutrients, okay. And those two vascular bundles, rather, they are called the xylem and the phloem. Okay, so plants are able to transport this nutrient and water, okay, through these vascular bundles, the xylem and the phloem. The xylem is a complex permanent tissue. Say it's a complex permanent tissue that is made up of 4 types of cells. The xylem is this part is very important. In fact, transport in plant is set a lot in your JAMB exam. So please do not joke with it. Okay. So xylem is a complex permanent tissue that is made up of 4 kinds of cells. All right. Number 1, we have the one we call the tracheids. Tracheids. Number 2, we have the ones we call the vessels. Okay. Then number 3, we have the one we call the xylem parenchyma. Okay. Then number 4, we have the one on IV. We have the one we call the xylem fibers. Okay, the xylem fibers. Okay, so we say the xylem is It's a complex permanent tissue, okay, that is found in plants, made up of 4 types of cell: the tracheids, the vessels, the xylem parenchyma, and the xylem fibers. You must know all 4. Please take note of them. They are very important. You will see your past questions now. You start seeing most of them. Okay, so made up of 4 types of cells: the tracheids, the vessels, the xylem parenchyma, and the xylem fibers. Okay, so please, before we continue, if you have not liked this video, what you are doing is very wicked. Okay, liking this video will make other students easily find this video and access it, just like the way you are accessing it now. Okay, do not forget to also comment, drop comments. Okay, drop questions. If you have questions, ask questions. Okay, if you want to say thank you, say thank you. Okay, don't drop comment as much as possible, and as well share to your classmates, share to your class group. Click on the share button now. Please click on the share. If you're on Facebook, click on the share button and say join biology class. Okay, if you are on TikTok, click on the share button. If you are on YouTube, click on the share button. Share to your WhatsApp group, share to all your groups that you belong to. Let everyone succeed and pass. Okay, so we say the xylem is a complex permanent tissue that's made up of 4 kinds of cells. We say the tracheids, the vessels, the xylem parenchyma, and the xylem fibers. Okay, these are the 4 cells that makes up the xylem. Now, the tracheids and the vessels, these 2, they play a very important role, okay, in transporting water. They play a very important role in transporting water. They play a very important role in transporting water. The water, which is absorbed by the root of plants. Okay, let's say this is a plant. Okay, this is the leaves. Okay, this is a plant. Okay, then below the ground, there's sand now. Okay, the plants will have roots. we have roots, we have some tiny ones we call root hairs, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the plant will have what? To have roots. Water which is absorbed by the root of plant has to be taken to what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. And the what? The tracheids and the vessels, they play a very important role in transporting what? This water. Please take note of what? Of that. Tracheids and vessels are very useful in what? In transporting what? This what? Water to the what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. And the motion of water, the movement of the water to the upper plant is usually what? That is unidirectional, okay? Is what? Unidirectional. Okay, that means what? It goes only in one direction. Okay, it just goes up, okay, in one direction. It's so unidirectional. It's unidirectional, one way. It is one way. Okay, so what actually what makes what this water to go to the upper part of the plant in one direction? Okay, what makes it to go in what? In one direction? For us to be able to understand that, we need to understand first of all how water and how the minerals are absorbed by the root of what? Of the what? Of the plant. Okay, our water, our what? Minerals, they are what? Absorb, how they are absorbed by what? Once we understand that, we'll be able to understand why this what water that's going up in one direction happens, why it happens like that. Okay, so now let us take a look at it. In this plant that we have here, okay, this plant that we have here, we have what? Roots. Okay, we have some roots. Okay, then we have some other tiny what? Roots that we call what? The root hairs. That we call the root what? Hairs. They are tiny. They are thin-walled. They are thin what? Walled. Okay, these tiny what? Root hairs. Okay, they are absorbed by what? By the roots. They are absorbed by the roots. Also, this root, they do not only absorb these tiny what? Root hairs, they also what? Absorb what? Minerals and ions. They also what? Absorb what? Minerals and what? And ions. Okay, so when they what? They absorb what? These minerals and ions, they have to be what? Taking what? Okay, the root also absorbs water, isn't it? So they have to be taken to the upper part of what? Of the plant. Okay, and as you see, it creates a type of what? Concentration or difference, because in the plant they are what? They are cells. Okay, so and water has to what? Move from one cell to another. Let's say this is what? This is cell. Let's say they are arranged like this. Okay, in the what? In the plant. Okay. Let's say these are what? These are what? The cells in the plant. So water has to what? Move from this one cell to the other. Okay, water has to move from one cell to the other. So it moves from here, it moves from here to what? Up to the next, and to the next, like that. It keeps what? Moving till it gets to the what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. That is how what it works. Okay, that's why I say it is what? It's unidirectional. It moves in one what? In one what? Direction. Unlike the phloem. Okay, when we get to the phloem, you see that phloem is bidirectional. It moves in what? In two directions. Moves to the upper part, moves to the lower part. Okay, but this one, for xylem, it was unidirectional. Please take note. It only moves to the what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. So a type of what? Concentration difference is what is created. All right, and because of this, it creates what? A type of what? Pressure. Okay, within the wall, within the roots. Okay, it creates a type of pressure within the roots, and we'll call that pressure the root pressure. ROOT Okay, so it creates what? A type of pressure that is called what? The root pressure. The root pressure. Take note of that. It's a very, very important part of what? Of our discussion as it pertains to what? Transportation in plant. Excuse me. This root pressure, okay, it happens through osmosis. Please take note of that. Osmosis. So that's how we usually call it what? Osmotic pressure. It happens what? Through what? Osmosis. And we'll see that what? This root pressure that is generated will also assist or aid in the transport of what? Of water to what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. Okay, please take note of that. All right, root pressure, very, very important. It aids in what? In the transport of what? Of water to the upper part of the plant. It is different from active transport. Okay, active transport is what? For minerals generally. Okay, but root pressure is for what? For water. Okay, and it happens by what? By osmosis. Take note of what? Of that. So as this water what gets to the what? To the upper part of what? Or get to what? As it starts going to the upper part, it eventually gets to what? These vascular what? Bundles. Okay, and once you get to the vascular bundle, okay, specifically the xylem and specifically the tracheids and the vessels will transport what? This water to different part of the plant, to the upper part, to different part of the upper part of the plant. So that's how what transport of water happens, okay, in plants. All right, simple as A, B, C. Do not be gutted, okay, do not be shocked, okay. It's very, very easy to understand. All right, so I'll talk about the four type of cells that make up the xylem, the trachea, the vessels, the xylem, and the xylem parenchyma and the xylem fibers. You must take note of that, okay. The trachea and the vessel, they assist, okay, in the transport of water. All right, so now let us continue. So now that will not take us to the phloem. To the phloem cell. Okay, we have seen the xylem. Let us talk about the phloem. Okay, but before we talk about the phloem, okay, it's also important to know that in plants, okay, especially in higher plants, that is where we find these trachea and vessels. In higher plants, that is where we find these trachea and vessels. Okay, but in lower plants, you may find just one. You may either find just trachea or just find vessels. All right. Then also in very, very tall plants, some plants are taller than others. Okay, so in very, very tall plants that are very, very tall, like the one I'm showing you right now in this video, okay, is root pressure enough to carry that water to the upper part of that plant? Okay, it's root pressure sufficient enough to carry water to the upper part of the plant? Okay, and the answer is no. Okay, for tall plants, very tall plants, okay, there's another physical force, okay, that comes into place, and that is called transpiration. Okay, transpiration comes into play. So transpiration it's called transpiration pool. So transpiration alongside with the root pressure is what carries water to the upper part of the plant when it comes to very tall plants. Now, what is this transpiration? Transpiration is the loss of water. Loss of water. Okay, we say it's the loss of water in the form of water vapor. In the form of what? Water vapor. Okay, so that is what transpiration. Transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapor from the area part, from the area part of the plant. That is what we're talking about. The area part of the plant. We're talking about the leaves. We're talking about the leaves. Okay, the leaves. All right, the leaves. Okay, so that is transpiration. That is transpiration pool or transpiration. It's the loss of water or water vapor from the area part of the plant, and the area part of the plant I'm talking about is the leaves. Okay, so that is transpiration, loss of water. Okay, in the form of water vapor from the area part of the plant, that is the leaves. So this transpiration alongside with this root pressure that now carry down water to the upper part of the plant in very tall trees. Okay, root pressure alone will not be enough to carry it to that kind of tall tree. Okay, in lower plant, okay, root pressure will be enough, but you see higher plant, very tall trees especially, okay, you also need another force called transpiration pool. All right, so how do you see transpiration pool? Why does transpiration pool happen? Transpiration is loss of water. Okay, why does this loss of water happen? It happens because there's excess water in the plant. The plant does not need all of the water that it gets. There are some that it does not need, so it has to be taken out. Okay, that loss of water is like a suction force. We say it's like a suction force. How will I explain suction? You know what it means to suck something now? To suck. Okay, like to suck hair. Okay, empty hair. Like for example, some of you that use a straw to take your video mic. Okay, let's say you carry only the straw, would not put inside video mic. You just draw it. Okay, it draws it. That is suction. It sucks it. Okay, like it sucks hair, empty hair. All right, that is suction force. Okay, that's how transpiration happens. Okay, so loss of water in the form of water vapor from the area part of the plant, that is the leaves. That is transpiration. That is transpiration that I'm talking about. Okay, and it happens in the kind of it's like it kind of sucks the water. Okay, it kind of sucks the water and then takes it to the upper part of the plant. Now, in very tall trees, okay, due to transpiration and along with root pressure, something that we call this transpiration pool. This transpiration pool, what happens, okay, and then you see that water is transported to the upper part of this very, very tall trees as a result of movement of ions from cell to cell, and as a result of also concentration differences. Okay, that is that for that. And that is why we also what define transpiration pool, the pool as what? As the force of what? Of pool that is created inside the xylem due to what? Due to loss of water during transpiration. Okay, transpiration pool. Okay, we say it's what is the force of pool. Force of pull, not need to pull something. Okay, transpiration pool. Transpiration pool is the force of pull, okay, created inside what? The xylem as a result of what? Loss of water during transpiration. Okay, so we want to get that somewhere, just get it down somewhere. Okay, that is what transpiration will pull, and then we'll now see that what water eventually gets what? To the upper part of what? Of the plant. Okay, so that is what transpiration pull. Now, then that now takes us to the second what? A vascular bundle, which is what? The phloem. The phloem. Okay, the phloem. Okay, the phloem. Okay, Phloem, the phloem, the phloem. Okay, now the phloem is for what? For transport of what? Of food. Okay, transport of food. Transport of food. Okay, that is what the phloems are for the transport of what? Of food. So the phloem is what is responsible for transporting food materials, for transporting food material to different parts of what? Of the plant, and it moves what? In bi-directional what manner? Bi-directional. Okay, it's not like the xylem that is unidirectional. Okay, so it moves to the upper part, it moves to the what? To the lower part. That is the phloem. They are responsible for transporting of what? Of food material to different parts of what? Of the plant. Okay, and the phloem vascular bundle is made up of four kind of cells. 4 types of cells. Number 1 is what? Called what? The sieve tubes. The sieve tubes. Take note of that. Then number 2, okay, we have the one that we call what? The parenchyma. The parenchyma. Okay, we also have the one we call what? The phloem fibers. And then we have the last one, IV, that we call the companion cells. Okay, please take note of what? Of all these. Okay, so the phloem fiber, okay, the phloem vascular bundle rather, sorry, is made up of 4 what? Type of what? Cells. The sieve tubes, the phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers, and companion cells. Please take note of these. You'll see them in past question very soon. Sieve tubes, parenchyma, phloem fibers, and companion cells. These are the 4 types of cells that makes up what? The phloem what? Vascular bundle. Okay, take note of what? Of all of them. They are very, very important. Okay, they are very, very important. And with phloem, transport of what? Of food is very, very what? Is very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. It's also very, very interesting. Okay, and what? The process of transport of food. Please take note. The process of transport of food or minerals or nutrients. Okay, is called what? Translocation. Okay, translocation. Okay, it's the process of what? Of transport of food, minerals, okay, or nutrients, okay, to different parts of the plant in a bi-directional manner. All right, by the phloem vascular bundle. Okay, it is called what? Translocation. Translocation is different from guttation. Oh, okay, we'll talk about guttation later. Okay, so guttation has to do with water. Okay, guttation has to do with water, removal of what? Of excess water. All right, we'll talk about guttation in what? In a moment. Okay, so that is what translocation, movement of what? Of food what? Material to different parts of plant. That is what? Translocation. Translocation. Transport of food what? Material to different part of plant is called translocation. Take note of what? Of it. Now, when we're talking about what? The xylem what? Vascular bundle, we didn't talk about what? Usage of what? Energy. Okay, we only talk about what? Physical forces, blood pressure. Okay, transpiration. Okay, that is what we talk about as related to what? To xylem. But as we're not talking about phloem, okay, we talk about what? Usage of energy. Talk about what? ATP. Okay, we'll talk about what? Usage of what? Of energy. You know what ATP is, right? Adenosine triphosphate. So here we see that what? When food transport takes place, energy is what is being used. Okay, energy is being what used. Okay, when food transport what takes place. Okay, and this food, as it's been transported, okay, in the plant, okay, it's transported in the form of sucrose. You know what sucrose is, okay? It is being transported in the form of sucrose. S-U-C-R-O-S-E, sucrose. So this sucrose, okay, it is being transported to what? To the what? To the food from the leaf cells, okay, to what? To the plant, okay, from the leaf cell. Okay, this is, let's say this is the leaf. Okay, the leaf. Okay, from the leaf cell, okay, to the plant. Okay, sucrose. Okay, it's being transported from this leaf cell to what? To the plant. Okay, and of course, it uses what? Energy to what? To do this. Okay, sucrose is a form of what? A form of what? Carbohydrate. Okay, so that's being what? Transported to what? To the plant. Okay, so energy is what is being used. As this is what? As it is what? As it is done. As this is being what? Transported. As this sucrose or as this unit of energy is what? Being what? Transported. So when this sucrose is being transported, it is transported what? Through what? The phloem. Okay, as it transported from the leaf to the what? To the plant, it is transported through the what? Through the phloem vascular what? Bundle. Okay, so in the phloem now, we'll be seeing what? A lot of solutes. A lot of what? Solute what? Particles, because it's carbohydrates. Okay, we'll be seeing a lot of what? Solute. But in the xylem, when we talk about xylem, what are we going to be seeing? We'll be seeing a lot of what? A lot of water. Okay, in the case of xylem, but in the case of phloem, we are seeing what? A lot of what? Of solute. Okay, so because of this, it sets up a kind of what? Concentration what? Difference. Okay, and then what happens is that some of the water, okay, from the xylem now moves into what? Into the solute. Okay, into the what? Phloem, where the solute is what is present. Okay, and then what? It is being taken together, okay, to what? To different part of what? Of the plant. That is how what? Transport of what? Of the food what? Happens, okay, in what? In phloem. All right, so we said phloem is what? For transport of food. For transport of food. Very what? Very, very important. Okay, and then I will say in what? In the xylem there's water. In the phloem, okay, because it is sucrose, carbohydrate, there's solute. Okay, some of the water from the xylem, okay, goes to what? To the phloem where the solute is present, and then it pushes it what? To what? To other part of what? Of the plant. Okay, so to recap, as a result of what? As a result of osmotic pressure, okay, this happened, okay, like I said, the water will move to what? To the phloem, the water from the xylem, some of it goes to the phloem, and then of course, you see that what? In the phloem, there are solute, which pushes what? The solute, okay? So as it pushes it as a result of what? Osmotic pressure, as because of the osmotic pressure that is present, caused by what? By the concentration difference, okay? It pushes what? The food particles to different part of what? Of the plant, okay? And we say that what? The process by which what? Food is being what? Transported to different parts of the plant is called translocation. Okay, so we'll talk about one more term and we are done with this class, and that term is guttation. 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 I will say that guttation is the loss of water in liquid form. Okay, it's the loss of water in liquid form. That is guttation, the loss of water in liquid form from the margin of leaves, from the margin of what? Of leaves, usually in warm and moist soils. Okay, usually what? In warm and moist soils, in humid atmospheres, okay, in humid atmospheres, usually happens early in the morning. Okay, early in the morning. Okay, that is what guttation. Guttation, we say, is the loss of water in liquid form from the margin of leaves of plants, from the margin of leaves of plants in warm and moist soils in humid atmosphere early in the morning. That is what guttation. So massive loss of water happens, okay, in liquid form. In liquid form, it happens very early in the morning. That is what guttation. If you go outside in the morning, very early in the morning, okay, if you will see water, okay, on top of plants. That is massive loss of water. That is guttation. Okay, so that is what guttation is. Different from transpiration pool. All right, so Take note of what of this. Okay, so this is where we're going to what end the class so that it don't become too long. Let us go to the O3 School JAMB app, answer questions, and we are out of here. So let us see the first question, 2014 number 16 from the O3 School JAMB app. If you don't have this app and are doing yourself, please download the app, activate, start immediately. They say in vascular plants, the sieve tubes and companion cells. In vascular plants, the sieve tubes and companion cells are present in the where. Okay, we'll talk about the sieve tube, talk about the companion cells, talk about the phloem fibers. Okay, we'll talk about the phloem parenchyma, and we say they are present in the what? In the phloem. A say cortex, B say xylem, C say phloem, D say cambium. Okay, it's in the what? In the phloem. Okay, let us see 2013 number 17. 2013 number 17. They say movement of minerals and chemical compounds within plants occurs during A say transpiration, no. B say diffusion, no. C say osmosis, no. D says translocation, is during translocation. Okay, movement of what? Of food. Okay, movement of minerals, movement of chemical compounds. Okay, it happens what? During what? During translocation. Let us see 2001 number 15. 2001 number 15. They say salt and water are absorbed in the roots and transported to the leaves, okay, by A say osmosis through the phloem tissues, okay. B says diffusion through the phloem tissues. C says osmosis through the xylem tissues. D says diffusion through the xylem tissue. I told you that what? Osmosis, okay, it's for what? For xylem, okay, it happens what? For transport to what? In xylem, it happens through what? Osmosis, okay. Transport in xylem happens through osmosis, okay. So the correct combination will be osmosis and what? And xylem, not osmosis and phloem, okay. Correct answer is option C, osmosis through the xylem what? Tissues. 1997 number 17, okay, it says oozing out of water from the leaves of plants in a humid environment is known as A say transpiration, is still on the board. B say osmosis. C say pinocytosis. D says guttation. Okay, the oozing out of water, loss of water in liquid form. Okay, in liquid form from the margin of leaves of plants. Okay, in warm and moist soils, in humid atmospheres, is called what? Guttation. Correct answer is option D, guttation. Okay, so take this assignment. 1999 number 14. 1999 number 14. Okay, drop the answer in the comment section. All right. Okay, also 1994 number 17. Search for other many questions from this application and what? And practice so that you can fully understand what this aspect of transportation we just talked about. All right, so this is the end of the class to what? To transport what? Systems. In the next class, we'll be talking about what? Respiratory what? System. All right, I would love to see you there. Stick with us, keep studying, and you'll see yourself succeeding. Thank you for watching.